Carter, you can take these cookies. Take my cookies!
Don't worry. That's gonna be your type.
I watch Empire. Take these cookies! Alright, Carter, let's get this thing started. Why is it important for the lesbian community to have an artist such as yourself to celebrate?
Well, I think it's important for the simple fact that I'm a very determined and strong individual. There's a lot of individual people in the LGBT community that are very scared and timid about the situation, period. You know what I'm saying? And as far as coming out to the world, to their parents most of all, I've gotten emails to the point where I've had someone email me thinking of suicide. And not only one individual though, it's numerous of people that will actually contact me for coming out and what should they do and ask me for direction. And I've saved a few lives. You know what I'm saying? And that makes me a proud person to even sit there and talk to someone that I don't know thinking of suicide because they cannot come out to their parents. And I think that's a sad thing. You know, I feel that you should be who you are, you know, and not afraid of anybody of what they think of you, because you only live for yourself. You don't live for someone else. You know, I actually had to learn that the hard way. Yeah. But, you know, living for yourself is the main, and making yourself happy is the main part of your life. You know what I'm saying? And just hearing the email, well, not hearing, I'm sorry, reading the emails and venting to these people that I don't even know about, even my life, sharing my world with them and helping them is a great feeling. You know, a lot of parents, which is sad, do not accept their son or their daughter being gay or transgender, and I think that's sad. I feel that if that's your kid or your child, you should love them no matter what. I mean, you created that child. So I would have to literally say, and that's sad to say, if your parents accept you or don't accept you, you still have to live your life. And that's the messed up part about it. It shouldn't be an if at all. It should be love at all times, 100%, because that's what you gave birth to this child. So my thing is, me being who I am, I actually help a lot of people that are thinking about suicide, thinking about quitting school, thinking about just not going on with their life, just for the simple fact that they're not accepted in the community, and that sucks. So that's why I feel I'm a little bit, not saying I'm a major importance, but a little bit of importance, because I have saved a life or two.
Well, you said a mouthful. I wrote down several things you said, but I'm not going to dive into all of them. But the most important thing you said, in my opinion, I let my mother get her 3 cents in, living for yourself. It is so important to live for yourself. Meaning,
very, very important.
We have people who live for to satisfy other people. They live to fit in. My mother was talking about this earlier. They live to fit in this culture in church, in their families, in society, and they're faking and flogging, and they're not happy. They're miserable people.
Not at all.
And so they bring that negative energy, try to put it off on you, make you feel guilty for being who you are,
exactly,
and try to mess your life up.
Exactly.
But I love it. Give me some dap on that determined. I like a determined person.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off that. And the crazy thing, that's one of the topics we're going to have in our empowerment workshop, healing the inner child.
Oh, she mad. Her bangs put up there.
Well, you know, that's my, I'm teaching it. I'll be facilitating that particular topic, healing the inner child. And usually the damage is done when we are little. We're little, and yes, most of us we strive for acceptance from our parents. That's what most children want to do. They just want to please their mom or their dad or whoever's caring for them. You know, and we want validation. You have adults right now that's still looking for validation from their mother or their father in their 30s and 40s and 50s, and they still have that baggage that they carry around because they never got that. And then the crazy part about it is that the ones that disown the children or don't accept the children for who they are, their lives are screwed up. Mm-hmm. But they have And they tend to say, I don't understand you. Well, all you have to do, parent, if you're listening, go back to when you were in your teens, 15 years old, and remember how you were. And try to remember when you tried to get people to listen to you and understand and that your little feelings were ignored. And they don't tend to think that kids have feelings. They do have feelings. And then we grow up into being this big adult person, but we really a child. Samika had the saying, and I had the saying, and we kind of mirrored each other. If you don't tame the child, it's going to rule the adult. If you don't heal the child, it's going to rule the adult. So that's why people opt for suicide, because they feel that they're not accepted and that nobody understands them. And in our community, we have to do a better job with each other because we discriminate against each other. We don't understand each other. And we're all in this same community. You got the alphabets, the LGBTQ, LQQC,
oh,
the
Lord.
N. No, I mean, really, it's so many of I'm saying in our own community, we have, I didn't know it was that many alphabets attached to gay people. And it is because everybody want to identify who they are, and we don't understand each other. So we have to do a better job right here at home if we want people to understand us.
Exactly.
That's why we have to have conversations like this. Talk, open up the door for people that don't understand us, our parents, to come in and listen, and sit down and listen and learn.
Exactly.
Learn about us. Nobody can tell you about yourself better than you.
Exactly.
So you just kind of dove right in on that one. That was good.
I had to, just for the simple fact that I actually, growing up, my grandmother worked for the church right under the pastor.
Right.
So I'm in church every single Sunday,
Right.
ushering people to sit down in the choir every Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, she worked there. So it was definitely hard to identify myself because of what I grew up around. And of course, my mother, my father, they had to accept it after I was an adult.
Right.
Not when I was a kid. When I was a kid in high school, it was definitely not acceptable. But
yeah.
I was fortunate enough to have parents that loved me regardless.
Yeah.
To make me a strong person. And people don't realize, as a parent, you can actually make your child stronger than what they really are, just for the simple fact of acceptance.
Exactly. You're 100% correct.
Because I honestly, if I was never accepted, I wouldn't know how I would be right now.
I totally agree. My mom is 76. She hates for us to tell her age. But day one, she didn't understand. But she never, ever, ever turned a blind eye, toward me or even her grandson here. She's a mother at our church. We have a church also here in Memphis. In case you didn't know, we're ministers too.
Oh, I didn't know. Actually, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm a minister that carry a gun. Bow!
I was shown that in the beginning.
There you were.
So you are absolutely correct.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at first it wasn't all peaches and cream.
Okay.
So
no.
now, my mother and father know exactly what I do. They know I perform. They know what I do. They know. I mean, they follow me, so they see everything that I do, and they're so proud of me. They'll actually call me my little celebrity, even though I don't feel like a celebrity or a lesbian or whatever they want to call it. But they're very proud of me.
A what?
Lesbian. Lesbian. That's the new word for celebrity lesbian in the LGBT community. They call us a lesbian.
I told you we had a lot of levels and a lot of
Exactly.
Now put that in your book, Eddie.
lesbian in Memphis, Tennessee. Yes.
No, but I'm so happy that they accept it. You don't understand that it makes a difference in a child's life, to where you're comfortable and you can be who you want to be. It doesn't matter. It took a while, don't get me wrong, but for the people that are thinking the negative and the suicide, it's not going to happen overnight. Definitely from your parents. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. But if they really love you, and I hate to say if, because they, like I said, it's just automatic. If they really love you, they will accept you no matter what. Dancing at male strip clubs, dancing wherever, they will accept you no matter what.
Yeah.
So
we have I'm gonna jump to the third question. You're from California, right?
Yes, born and raised.
And so our third question, that that I wanted to throw out was that your thoughts about marriage and equality rights for the LGBTQ community. See, in Tennessee, we're still fighting for that right here. We're going before the Supreme Court in April. We're one of the 4 states that they're going to decide.
Yes, sir, master.
This big, they're going to dismantle the laws that we have. So we're one of the reasons that it's coming back before the courts again. So I know California Proposition 8 was struck down, and they got the DOMA Act overturned. So just talk about that a little bit.
Well, honestly, what people do not know about me, because before Instagram it happened, yes, I'm not saying I was fully married, but I was in a domestic partnership.
Okay.
And that's because marriage was not accepted at that time in California.
But hold on, before you go into
thank God though. Look what thank God.
No. Commercial.
So you were shacking.
That's
a sin, Carter.
Oh,
Shack, no shack.
Talk radio. The Unleashed voice. Do not change that dial. Stay right there.
Are you clear?